So Marlon's asked me, why improvisation?
Yeah.
And improvisation is the way that things happen. Mm-hmm. It is part of the nature of the way things come to be. When you look at the way, for example, a vine climbs a tree or a building, how did that vine come to take that path? And this is in a biological frame, okay? And so that is an improvisation between the way the rain falls, the way the shadows fall, the way the tree is, where the buildings are in relation to. There's an entire set of complex relationships that come to form the very, very elegant, in Japanese they call it wabi-sabi, the very elegant asymmetry that is in fact the symmetry of how that vine climbs a tree. That's improvisation. That's how things happen, that's how things change. It's something about symmetry and entropy coming together through a complex set of interrelationships and responses. Yeah. The other thing is that we get stuck. We think we're stuck. We get into what my dad called double binds, where we don't see that there's any option for something to move. And in order to work through those, we can use improvisation as a tool to get our thinking up a level. And that's important because the alternative is to go on feeling personally stuck, collectively stuck.
Or get crazy.
And yeah, I mean, it's in the film I called it a creative
I know
imperative.
you don't like to do the schizophrenia thing.
I'm not going there. but the fact
How
is...
do you call it? You call it very nicely.
I called it a creative imperative.
Good.
Yeah, because either you get creative or you break.
Yeah.
And most of the time, I think, especially with some leverage in your thinking skills, and this is why it's all important, is that all of this work offers some leverage, some ability to start to see where the traps are in our thinking and work with those traps. Just being able to see them and say, this is a pattern, I recognize this pattern, is a whole different thing from being stuck inside it and tormented by the stuckness and the not seeing the edges of it. Yeah. So it's an enormous tool on that level. And improvisation is sort of the next tool. Yeah. First you can see the trap, then you can play with it.
Yes.
Until you can start to figure out how it works. And that's great for you and me in our personal lives, and but also to be able to look at how nature's doing the same thing.